With its historic maritime character and popular beaches, Cape Cod attracts over 1 million tourists during the summer months. Cape Cod towns are also a must-see for any visitor year-round. From quaint fishing villages to charming main streets, each town has its own unique character and allure. Visitors explore the local shops and restaurants, as well as take in the local history and culture. Massachusetts is the most Irish state, and perhaps nowhere else is that celebrated more than here on Cape Cod. The strong Irish influence at restaurants, pubs and clubs is found not only in the food and lodging, but also in the live music, with traditional and contemporary Irish performers appearing regularly. Families and visitors from around the country and the world come for this celebration of the proud Irish heritage and its rich traditions. As we take a journey across the Cape, we'll experience some of the most popular establishments where patrons gather to foster the best of Irish traditions and create a community of friendship through food, drink, stories and music.
Well, what would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way up she rises, way up she rises, way up she rises, early in the morning.
The first stop on our Cape Cod Irish pub crawl is in the town of Falmouth, named after a town in Cornwall, England. After crossing the Bourne Bridge over Cape Cod Canal, we circle south on Route 28 to Falmouth County in the southwest corner of the Cape, which is also home to the Woods Hole Oceanographic Institute. Falmouth was first settled by English colonists in 1660 and quickly became a centre of maritime activity and farming. The town is now home to 7 historic districts. Its picture-perfect main street is lined with quaint shops and restaurants, including Liam McGuire's Irish Pub. In Ireland, the pub is the centre of the community, a place to gather for music, food and conversation, to celebrate births, weddings, or the passing of a loved one, to cheer on the home team, and even to raise money for those less fortunate. Liam McGuire's Irish Pub strives to be that place, while bringing great food and the best live entertainment to Falmouth's residents and tourists.
My name is Rory Maguire. We're here at Liam McGuire's Irish Pub.
The building at 273 Main Street, where you'll find Liam McGuire's, has been home to establishments serving food to the people of Falmouth for almost a century.
When my parents bought it, they bought it from the Rileys, who ran a restaurant for 50 years before that, which was another local family. They ran it as the townhouse. And then the pub's been here since '94, and we've moved the bar 3 times, which is a question we get asked all the time.
Liam was raised in Castlederg, County Tyrone.
Liam was a touring musician all over Ireland, then did Europe, owned a bar in Germany, owned 2 bars in Spain, traveled all around. Then moved here in the 70s, traveled from Canada all the way down to Florida, played music everywhere, was one of the headliners at the Black Rose in Boston. That's where my mom and him met. Then they moved from Boston, where I was born, moved down to Washington, D.C., lived there from 82 to 94, where they ran a retail shop, and he was also one of the headliners at the Four Peas and the Dubliner, which then they moved up here to Falmouth, Cape Cod. My bunk bed when I was growing up didn't have a ladder, it had guitar cases to stack up if I had to get to the top bunk. Currently we have 4 of his guitars hanging on the walls.
Sadly, Liam passed away in 2021, so now his 2 sons, Rory and Shay, run the pub to carry on the tradition.
Up until about 2 weeks before he passed, you could find him sitting either on the stage or sitting at the corner of the bar every day.
From the kitchen, you'll find great classic pub fare, and also a lot more than just your typical fried or grilled food.
Across the board, we cover every dish that you can want. One of our signature dishes that we do is called steak on a stone, where we serve you a pan-seared steak on a 500-degree lava rock. It's one of the ones we're really proud to serve here.
As for live music, that's pretty much why Liam McGuire's pub exists.
Always been main around Irish music or just live music. We're one of the few restaurants in town that has a stage that's always set and always ready for someone to hop onto. One of the big names that we've had on our stage is late Tommy Makem. And then recently we've had one of the biggest touring traditional groups in the world called Lunasa. They were here the Monday before St. Patrick's Day.
One of the most popular live acts featured regularly at Liam McGuire's is Shenanigans, featuring Tom Kennedy and Joe Zajac.
They're our most regularly performing group here.
A major presence on the New England music scene since 1978, Shenanigans' signature sound combines guitar, banjo, mandolin, and penny whistle with tightly blended vocal harmonies.
We should drink in the da-da-da-da, quack full the daddy-o, quack full the daddy-o, there's a whiskey in the jar.
A Shenanigans concert includes not only Irish favourites, but also a number of different musical styles, including American folk, bluegrass, country, and old-time rock and roll.
I found my loving company in a great white billowed sail, and I cover up my emptiness in the bitter taste of ale. I know it's hard to understand the man I've come to be. I'm a man who's sad and lonely and a victim of the sea. Oh, I am a drunken sailor and that's all I'll ever be. I raise the sail up once again and set my spirit free. They that go down to the sea and ships will wait for me.
So Tom and Joe play here every other weekend. They're one of our core groups that is still continuing what Liam started this as an Irish bar.
At its heart, Liam McGuire's wants to be known in Falmouth and beyond as a place to always have a good time and make new friends.
We just always want people to remember us, and we want to, in the summer, it's great with the tourists that we have. I mean, maybe you don't know us, maybe you just meet us for the first time, but we just want to be one of those memories that when you go home. One of my father's old sayings were, there are no strangers yet, only friends you haven't met. And that's what we hold true to what we do here.
One, two, three.